So you got Trey Thomas next, right?
Yes, sir.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Shane Dribshack for a Thursday night football in focus. Big game against North Brunswick tomorrow night. What's going to be your main goal in that game tomorrow night? What's your responsibility, Trey?
My responsibility is just to do my job, make sure the defense in line. Because I'm the captain, I got to make sure everybody's lined up correct.
You're one of the captains of the team?
Yes, sir.
What position do you play?
Free safety.
I was going to say defensive back, but I want you to tell me because I thought you might tell me I'm an undersized nose guard, but defensive back.
Yes, sir.
Has it been a good year for you back there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many picks?
6.
How many?
6.
6 on the year.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's not bad at all. Taking any back for touchdowns?
Tried. Get caught at last minute.
Last second. Some guy grabbed you by the shoestring, pulled you down.
Yes,
6 picks, so that's not bad at all.
Yes, sir.
What do you think's been the key to the team's success this year?
Just staying humble, really staying humble, doing our job, not getting caught up in the media and social media, websites and stuff, but just focusing on the team.
I think everybody on the websites is trying to do all they can to push you guys. We're trying to get the name out there. And here you guys want to keep it toned down a little bit. Now, if you're not getting a lot of pub, which some people on the website I work with saying Andrew's not getting enough respect, they're not getting the name out in the newspaper, maybe on TV enough, but from your standpoint, that might be a good thing.
Yes, we're very underrated, but that's good for us because we like to be that underdog team, but come out to make noise.
The bad thing is, in some ways, you guys have been getting better for so long now. It's going to be hard for you guys to be the underdog anymore. Hard to sneak in there.
Yes.
Because you got that #1 seed
in
the 2AA East. And I just mentioned to your teammates that team in the 2AA West, which just almost grabbed me off the sheet. They got beat last week by the #16 team.
Yes, I heard.
It can happen. North Brunswick tomorrow night. Defensive back for the Andrews Red Raiders. Trey Thomas with us. Again, what's your responsibility for the game tomorrow night? Have they got in these real wide open, wide receivers flying down the field you got to cover? Got a pretty tough team?
Our main focus is stopping their running game.
Okay.
Stop the running game, we'll handle the pass.
You got them.
Yeah, we got some of the best DBs in our conference in the state right now. So.
I wonder if I read about so many teams lately studied up for these games. I read about one team, might have been North Brunswick. I might have read this on the Hopper Enterprise website, and maybe the quarterback had a ton of touchdowns last week.
Yes, he's one of their best players actually. Yeah. He's a key focus for us this week.
He's the man we got to stop.
Yes, sir.
Quarterback for North Brunswick, 4 TDs in the game last week. Where is he coming from? Is he coming off the tackles? Is he coming way outside? Where's this guy coming from?
Well, he's like between tackle runner. So we just got to stuff those gaps and make sure he don't get no yards.
Got to talk to your defensive line, make sure they stop up. Linebackers have to eat them up, right?
Yes, sir.
Who's the top tackler on your team?
I would have to say our linebackers, Mark Love and AJ McGraw.
Mark Love and AJ?
McGraw, yes, sir.
What's AJ's last name again?
McGraw.
Got it. Andrews Red Raiders Friday night game. What about the difference between playing a Thursday and playing a Friday? Central had that Thursday game last week. Do you feel like you guys are Hopwood Andrews? Those Friday nights ought to be our nights anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, but probably the difference was because just a short focus period to get ready for the game, but they went out there, they won. We supporting them.
If they would have been home this week, if they would have not, they're going to Charlotte and play Catholic, but if say Central would have been home this week, you guys probably would have had to play a Thursday night game this week.
Yes.
They flip-flop it, don't they? Don't they rotate it between the two?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
Is that the only game you have any regrets about this year? I mean, all the other games you guys have won, is that the only game there's any regrets for you about the Central game?
Not really. Like Lamar said, you got to have a winner and a loser. They came out on top. We accepted that fact. It actually helped us come back down to earth because all the hype brought us back down to earth, calm, cool, and collected.
Would you love another shot at him anyway?
Always. That's one of the funnest games, High Point Central and Andrews.
There's got to be a lot of heat between the two teams for that game. But what about away from the game? Lamar mentioned, a lot of guys hang out together and still keep up with each other, away from football.
Yeah, it's not like we hate each other because it's not that type of rivalry. We actually grew up playing with those guys, so it's never a hate thing. It's just rival against rival. Let's see who's better.
Got to be a lot of respect, I guess, between you two guys. A lot of respect. Thinking about the overall for this season and your goals for tomorrow night, what do you got to do to have the perfect game? You want to play your very best game tomorrow. What's the perfect game for you?
My perfect game is just doing my job. I can't get caught up in other people's positions and trying to do their job. I have to do my own.
What's been your best game of the year this year?
Best game.
Was there one? There has to be one game really stands out in your mind. So that was my night. In fact, I'll never forget that game. Maybe.
I like the last game. It showed I'm a good tackler, well as a cover guy. Come down, and make kicks. and I'm not scared to stick my face in the play.
How much weight do you carry to the field?
Only 180.
180. Well, you carry it well.
Yes, sir.
You don't even look 180. So you carry 180. You're doing pretty. How tall are you?
6 foot.
Yeah, you carry that pretty well too. Not bad at all. Any other sports besides football? Once football's over, do you take the rest of the year off or what?
Well, not really taking a year off. I'm just getting ready for college, working on my footwork, getting bigger, you know.
And you're a senior this year, right?
Yes, sir.
And one of the captains.
Yes, sir.
Who are the other captains?
Lamar, Marquell Cartwright, and Justin Lee.
So you guys are the captains. What does it mean, as far as that responsibility goes on the High Point Andrews Red Raiders team? Being a captain's got to be a big responsibility too.
It kind of is. The captains make sure everybody is in line during the game. Make sure nobody goes out of line on the rail.
It's almost like being in the Army or the military, isn't it?
Yes. We have to keep everybody in check because Coach depends on us to do that, and the rest does too.
Who's your position coach?
Coach Berry.
What have you learned from him?
Coach Berry formed me to DBM out today. Like, he taught me everything I know, basically, like, because I haven't really started playing football until middle school.
You started middle school. Did you go to Ferndale, Wellborn? Wellborn?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't start maybe in about the 7th or 8th grade then?
Yes.
No recreation ball, no youth football for you?
No, sir.
What got you interested, made you jump on board in middle school?
I had a brother who played, try to be like my big brother. He played defense, I want to play defense. Whatever he did, I want to do better.
How old is he now?
He's 19, just graduated last year.
So he's moved on?
Yes, sir.
That's a good thing. Now, moving on after this senior season, we talked to your teammates about this. Marquell and also talked to Lamar about college. Is college in the works for you?
Yes, sir. It's a big plan for me.
What's the plan?
Just any college offer me, try to go out there, do my best, show out.
Keep playing football?
Yes, sir.
And are you getting any talk with the colleges now?
A little bit. They coming and they still coming, so I'm just buying my time, being patient.
Got to be patient.
Yes.
Those 6 picks, that will help a lot. If you get 1 or 2 more, that's very good numbers.
Yes, I don't try to keep my head in the stats, just do whatever I can to help our team win as a whole.
I think the stats are a good thing in a certain way. You got to have something you strive toward. You want to get on tomorrow night in my game. I want to make sure I try to get at least X amount of tackles. If you're playing hard, it's not the thing, like you said, to talk about or throw around numbers. It's just something to kind of shoot for to make sure you have a good game.
Yes, but when you get your head into stats, you want to do extra. You want to do more than you want to do. So
it's almost like the stats. You can use that like the approach to the game. Coach says, give me 110%. I'm going to try to give you 115 if I got it. If I shoot for 10, I'm going to try to make 15 tackles. If I go for 15, I make 10. I had a good game.
Yes, sir.
If I go for 2 picks in the game and maybe take 1 back for a touchdown, just get 1 interception, and maybe it came like the Carolina Panthers interception this past Monday night late in the game, going to be a good one there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's your college team, by the way?
Alabama,
all the way.
Yes, sir.
Alabama, Florida State, no question.
No question, Alabama.
How about North Carolina and Duke in a big football game?
I'm going for Duke. I believe their running game is real nice this year. I've been watching them.
They could well be in that ACC championship game.
Yes, sir.
Got a good shot at it. A good shot to beat Carolina. I think Duke's got Wake Forest Saturday, then Carolina the following week. And what about the Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints in a big game like that? That would be the NFC South. Panthers are 7-3. Big win back on Monday night. What about them versus the number 1 team in their division? They're the Saints.
I have to go with the Panthers. They just on fire right now.
Here's who you remind me of. First glance, I think a defensive back, a Panther player. I would go with Captain Munnerlyn. Kind of got the Captain Munnerlyn look about you. How about that?
Thanks for the compliment. He's a great player, you just strive to be like the people you see on TV every day.
Yeah, is that a good company to be in? Maybe be in the company with the captain?
Yes, sir.
Since you're a captain for the Red Raiders, and Captain Munnerlyn, defensive back, that might work good together. You think about going back with Coach McCoy. What's been the thing he's laid down with his team and made this team what they are going into round 2 of the playoffs? What has he done to get this team in line, in order? Because as captains, you got to keep your team in line. And then the chain of command above you guys, one line above you guys, is Coach McCoy. What has he done to keep this team lined up?
Just telling us to stay humble, stay out the media. Just trust your teammates. Do your job. Trust your teammate. This is just like a fairy tale from last year. We got the play right in our hands, but let's just finish.
What is something you remember about that Salisbury game from last year? Anything you remember about that game?
The one thing I remember about Salisbury is seeing my teammates cry at the end of the game. Like just seeing them cry. My heart went out to them. I'm actually doing this for them too, because they deserve it more than we did.
So take that part with you the rest of the way as you guys go into the next round.
Yes, sir.
Again, what do you got to do to make sure the victory goes the way of the Red Raiders coming up on Friday night against North Brunswick?
Run the ball on offense, stop the ball on defense, we'll win.
Trey Trey, good to see you.
Thank you,
Nice
sir.
to meet you. Good luck in that game tomorrow night. And I know you're going to be you're saving some of it right now. I know you're kind of taking it laid back right now. You're trying to stay out of the media, but you messed up when you came in here because you got on the internet. But good to have you, and good luck to you in that game.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Trey Thomas with us at the Shane's Rib Shack for football and